Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everyone who is watching around the world. Today we are at Loudon, New Hampshire for this iteration of the BSR League Cup Series. Alongside me, I have my trusty co-presenter, Colin Bester. Colin, how are we doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Glad to be back with you in the booth again. Had a week off, but look to be back in the booth for you the rest of the season. New Hampshire, our last little short track before you go to High Mix Daytona. Should be a great race. 151 laps around this joint. One of my favorite racetracks on the calendar. Should be a very exciting one as well.
All right, and you're going to show us a lap?
Yeah, so New Hampshire, the Magic Mile, 1 mile, pretty much a flat oval through turns 1 and 2. There is progressive banking. There's a lot more banking up here at the bottom than up here at the top than there is at the bottom. Going down the backstretch, you're going to be in third gear, probably coming out of turn 2, going in the fourth gear, braking somewhere between the 2 and the 1, downshifting back into third, and you're going to want to probably diamond this corner, try to bring the car up, and then try to bring the car as low as you can off the center of the corner, increasing that straightaway speed. Thing is, you're going to see a lot of guys run probably 1 or 2 lanes higher than you normally would because this bottom here is flat. There is no banking down here. Get your car very loose, and especially with the high horsepower package like you saw, like I did right there. And then this pit road is not as tricky as you would think as other tracks that we've been to. This, Richmond and Iowa before that. You're already slowing down enough, so you have to get down to second gear. Pit road speed is 45 miles an hour, and it is an agonizingly slow crawl down pit road. Comparing, you probably lose a lap, maybe a lap and a half on pit road if you do pit under green flag conditions. So that is going to be something we have to watch all night. You can go about 81 to 84 laps on a tank of fuel around here. Your tire wear is pretty much non-existent this week, Elliot. So as long as you can make your tires go, as long as you can go 84 laps on a tank of fuel and your tires can survive 84 laps, you're not overbearing them, you should be fine all the way. If this does go green all the way, we have seen a couple races this year, Elliot, go green all the way. It's a one stop for fuel, and that will get you to the end. So, but if we have the cautions, like if we do, that throws some tire strategy into the mix as well. So it's going to be very interesting, a race from that aspect. But 151 laps, 151 miles. It's going to go by very quickly.
Absolutely. Now we have a very small field today. Not very many as we are getting ready now to start. We see the pace truck all ready to go here at Loudon, New Hampshire. This track's a little funky. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a really big Martinsville, like a mile long Martinsville, which is very interesting. I haven't seen any of the races this week, but I have raced on this track last year. It was pretty fun. It was okay. You can get loose pretty quickly. Dirty Air has a lot to play in it, and it's still a really really fun track to be at. I thoroughly enjoy this place. And it's produced some pretty fun racing. So I'm excited to see what we have going on. Colin, what are your thoughts on this track?
Yeah, this is obviously one of my favorite racetracks to go to. This is a long time stop in the olden days of the IndyCar series. And if you remember races here, you're probably lapping this place around 6 to 7 seconds faster than you would be in the NASCAR stock car, just based on the amount of downforce and the amount of speed you carry through the center of the corners. But this place can race a little bit like a dirt track, which is why I think it's exciting. You can actually send it a little bit too deep into turns 1 and 3. You can pull a slider, come up in front of somebody, gain that position. And I think that there's a lot of different opportunities. You can enter high, exit low. You can enter low just like you normally would, drive up the middle of the track, diamond that corner, exit off the bottom. You can wrap the bottom, you can wrap the top, you can wrap middle. There's a lot of places for you to find speed at this racetrack, especially as we get deeper into green flag runs. But because of the way you're not getting dirty air, probably won't be as much of a factor here as we have seen at like Martinsville would be an issue where it's just so hard to pass here. Not that it's difficult to pass in any place, but I would say you find a lot less difficulty here to pass than you would at other tracks like Phoenix, which is probably the only thing comparable to this track, especially going through turns 1 and 2 of the new Phoenix. But this is a very interesting track. It's a shame we come here only once a year, especially to the New England area, which has a great pedigree of this style of racing, this flat, short track racing. As you know, the Real World NASCAR Cup Series goes here. The NASCAR Wheel and Modifieds also come out, and they have their biggest race of the year at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
This is the Daytona for the Modifieds. But as we're getting ready to go, we got Nick Godsey up front, followed by Miles Stacy on the outside with Alan Duggar, Wesley Crump, AJ Godsey, Gus Otero, Jeff Hinkle, Ben Adamson, and Ray Adamson all lined up with Hugh Brown in 10th place. Pace cars off now. We're getting ready to start this race. And we're green now. Side by side, 55 and 8 car go down into the first turn.
Nick Godsey using the bottom, try to de-wedge that car. Miles Stacy's going to have the great run coming off turn 2. He's going to have momentum as we head down the backstretch. Alan Duggar Wesley Crump getting that momentum off the high side too. Like I talked about, you can run multiple different lines on this racetrack and find speed. Looks like Miles Stacy and Duggar are finding speed on the outside.
Yep, and Stacy's going to lead the first lap. New leader, Miles Stacy. And so far, pretty good. Pretty good action.
Yeah, one of the tricky places on the...
Whoa! Oh, Stacy goes around! He saved it, though. He saved it. Got aero loose from Nick Godsey. Pulling a little bit of aero games on him.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was about to say. The tricky spots on this racetrack are exiting turns 2 and exiting turns 4. The banking just sort of falls away, and you're trying to get all this power down on a very flat part of the racetrack. And that puts you in situations like Miles Stacy already falling down to 9th place. There's enough time. There's about 148 miles left in this race to go, so he can certainly work his way back up to the front. But it's going to take a little bit longer for him to do that, as he's already mired back in the last position on the lead lap.
He lost about 5 seconds to Nick Godsey there. He's about 5 seconds back right now. Alan Duggar still staying consistent, still in 3rd place, doing a nice job. Wesley Crump off to another great start. You know, got to talk about Wesley Crump for a minute here. He's at a decent start in like all of the past 5 races, but he hasn't been able to put it together and go the distance. He has had some creative pit strategy, but ultimately, in my eyes, Wesley, he needs consistency throughout the whole race, along with that monstrous fire-off speed. Because, I mean, look at where he's at. He's in 2nd place already, ahead of Alan Duggar, ahead of AJ Godsey, who was terrific last week. And you know, we're just kind of witnessing right now Wesley Crump. The question is he going to fall off, and when is he going to fall? If so, when will he fall off? Because he does it very quickly.
Yeah, the last time he showed speed this season, I think we have to go back to North Wilkesboro, which is about a month ago, where he actually ran inside the top 5 all night, had some promising speed late in that race, was able to get inside the top 3, unable to keep that top 3 position. But right now, running P2, still a long way to go, but certainly a great start for him right now. Ben Adamson and Ray Adamson, your biggest movers of the race, up 4 and 5 spots respectively. Miles Stacy has worked his way back up to 8th. Jeff Hinkle runs in 9th place as the last car on the lead lap, but Nick Godsey already extending his lead out to 1.7 seconds over Wesley Crump as we come to complete lap 8.
Lap 8 now done. Gus Otero putting his name in this. P4, he's having a great day so far on the rear end of Alan Duggar, the 76 car. Not really known for that not really known for that breakaway speed, just always known to be consistent, is having a surprising race, breathing down the neck of Alan Duggar in that number 12 car. Duggar, what else can we say about the guy? He's been the fastest driver all year. He's been terrific. He's been just a complete monster. And to see Gus Otero, a dude not really known for having that, like, for having short run speed, he is just on him like white on rice. This is awesome to see.
Yeah, we usually see Gus Otero run inside the top 5, maybe top 10 most of these races. Likes to get himself off cycle as much as he possibly can, but now seeing Gus Otero actually run up front based on pure speed, looking at his lap times, he's actually one of the fastest people on the racetrack right now. So for Gus Otero, certainly a threat to win this race. And by the way, we did not talk about this in pre-race, but we're one race away from the end of the regular season here in the BSR Cup Series, and Alan Duggar still has about a 70-point lead over Nick Godsey right now. Gus Otero is in the top 3 in points as well. Isaac Treese locked in.
Shane Parrish is locked in, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we need Joe Francis, who hasn't been in a couple races or so, but the only person in this race who actually could get in based on points is probably Wesley Crump and Miles Stacy. They're about 20 to 30 points looking outside the cut line right now. They need to have good finishes. They need to have good finishes here, good finishes at Daytona, and then they will make the BSR chase for the championships. But right now, things stand. Alan Duggar, all he has to do pretty much is finish this race and then start his engine at Daytona, and he will be the regular season champion.
Pretty much, yeah. But look at what we have going on now. Gus Otero taking another swing at that 12 car. It's either Gus Otero is burning his stuff up early, or he's actually just this fast. It's awesome to see. I mean, look at him go, getting a great run off the turn. Got a little tight, but he hasn't lost any ground. He is right there.
Yeah, look at these lap times. Alan Duggar is the only one inside the 30-second bracket, inside the top 3, or the top 4 right now. Everyone else is in the 29.9s to 29.8s. So certainly either Alan Duggar is not pushing right now, or Gus Otero is actually trying to get that position. And, you know, I see Alan Duggar trying to enter low, and he's possibly might be bleeding speed off, and that's what's keeping Gus Otero into this fight for P3 right now.
Yeah, he's running that apron, as you can see. I think this is more of a tire-saving measure than anything else. I think he's running where it's cold, where it's a little bit colder on the tires, and it's. I mean, apparently it's helping. I mean, he's running a pretty good race so far, and he's going to be good on the long run as well. I mean that. I think it really doesn't help with speed. I think it helps with running that tire down a lot less.
Yeah, it also helps turn the car too. I mean, you're de-wedging the car. You see Gus Otero have great center speed, but with Alan Duggar going all the way down there, you're sacrificing apex speed through turns 1 and 2, and allowing Gus Otero to keep in the fight. The way things are going right now, Gus Otero is really strong in 1 and 2. Looks like Alan Duggar is a little bit stronger in 3 and 4.
Yeah, and you can see Otero's
the wall coming out of 4.
Yeah, he's smelling blood in the water right now. He really wants that spot. Let's take a look at the inside of his car right now. See him diamond down that turn just a little bit, getting a little loose off the turn, coming out of turn 2. Going into 3, let's see exactly what he does. Enters high in 3rd gear. Can see Duggar slide up just a little bit, feed him that dirty air. Otero's back on it, and he has had a pretty good turn 4 there. It's interesting, shifting down to 3rd gear. That's exactly what he wants to see right there. He wants to see Alan Duggar just getting a little bit above him so that Otero can keep that left front in clean air.
Yeah, it looks like Alan Duggar, while we're talking about this battle between Gus Otero, he's actually trying to catch up to Wesley Crump now. Only half a second separate those two drivers right now. Nick Godsey still 2 seconds away. Haven't really got out. He was 2.9 a couple of laps ago. Now the gap is 2.2, so just hovering around that 2-second mark.
Oh, he's just hot. He's just like kind of phoning it in. I think right now, about 18 laps in, just gotta run your line. Crump isn't gonna catch you. He's dealing with Alan Duggar breathing down his neck, and you know, you're just pretty much cruising at this point. Slap on cruise control, save the tires, run at your speed, enjoy that clean air while it lasts, Nick Godsey. And he is just almost 20 laps in, no issues. Only one lap out of this whole race was led by someone else, and that was Miles Stacy, who has now made his way up to 6th place. He is on the move, certainly from falling all the way back to 10th place. About 1.2 seconds away from the cousin of race leader Nick Godsey in the 5 car, AJ Godsey. Had a really good finish last week, I believe 2nd place. And he's been, ever since he made his re-entrance into this series, he's been really, really good. Really, really fast. And I mean, I'm really excited to have him back. I'm glad that he is back. I think we could definitely see him compete for a podium position this week, certainly.
Alan Duggar now knocking on the door of Wesley Crump. The gap about 2 car lengths between those two. I really love what I'm seeing at Alan Duggar, wrapping that apron pretty much, trying to get as much rotation out of that car. He's still able to get great corner exit speed down the front straightaway, basically just really attacking turn 1. It's a completely different line than everyone else is running up to this point right now. Got to think maybe he's taking care of that right front tire a little bit more than everyone else. And if we're about 68 laps away from getting inside your pit window, taking care of that right front now will pay dividends as we approach lap 70 and lap 80 as guys start coming to pit road. And who knows, in about 20 laps or so, we may see Alan Duggar taking the lead over Nick Godsey. But first he has to get there through Wesley Crump.
Yeah, and I mean, that dirty air is certainly affecting Alan Duggar right now, as he's just pretty much taken off away from Gus Otero. Gus Otero probably burnt his stuff up thinking that he was smelling blood in the water, and Alan Duggar might have just played him perfectly. Duggar now looking to take the spot away from Wesley Crump. Crump's been pretty good again today. Again, I'm very intrigued to seeing how he does later on in this race. I'm very interested. I want to see more long run speed out of the guy. And he has that short run speed. If the race comes down to like a 10 lap caution and he's in the top 5, he is certainly in a place where he could get a podium, possibly even win. But I just have not seen that long-term speed out of him quite yet. He's doing great today, though, 25 laps in, and he is still in 2nd place, holding off that hard-charging 12 car.
Yeah, 25 laps in, looking back in the field, Roy Hemkel, P9, Ray Adamson, P8, Ben Adamson, and P7. Miles Stacy, looking at his lap times, he's probably been in the top 3 in lap times for the past couple laps or so. It's just he's just mired back in the pack, about 8 seconds behind the leader of Nick Godsey. Nick Godsey's exiting 2 right now. Miles Stacy is right now going through the middle of turns 1 and 2, just to show you how much distance is actually between those two. Pretty much everyone is single file. Not really a close battle on the racetrack right now.
No, there isn't. I think
clean.
I think we're starting to settle in a little bit. The closest thing to a real battle that we would have would be AJ Godsey in that number 5 right now, trying to take the spot from the 76 of Gus Otero, and of course the Duggar Crump battle that is emerging. Godsey's now increasing his lead to 2.2 seconds. He is just taking off here. So far, smooth sailing for the driver of the number 8. Didn't have the best week last week, but he's back and he's leading this race. He's always a threat to win, especially at the short tracks. Doing a great job right now. Look at those turn-ins. You can really put the power down on exit as well. You know what I'm interested in, Colin?
What?
I'm interested in seeing how Alan Duggar's making these turns. Let's go to his cockpit view. He's also going into third. Letting the car slide up, keeping in that clean air.
Yeah, I think what he's really doing is this. He's taking care of it, really, I think, on entry rather than exit. And I think he's beating all of these guys into. He's beating Wesley Crump into the corner, but Wesley Crump is just carrying a lot more center speed off, and that's allowing him to pretty much any gap that Alan Duggar gets going into the corner. It seems that Wesley Crump's able to expand that lead, as we already have a guy. Looks like Jeff Hinkle around single car spin. He is getting moving right now, going down the front straightaway.
No caution, huh?
Looks like he just looped it.
Oh, a little change in direction for Alan Duggar. He's going to diamond the turn down, enter high, charge down low, and he's going to get the run off. Getting closer to Wesley Crump. Let's try and witness this pass. He's going to go low. Just let it slide up just a little bit. And he's right there on the back bumper. Down the back stretch.
Down the back.
Here he goes. Entering high now once again. He's going to try and diamond it down. Oh, side by side. Duggar's going to have the run.
Yeah, does he choose to take it? Yes, he does. He's going to have the front line going into one, but Wesley Crump has the ability to fight back on the outside.
I don't think he's going to do it. I think Duggar just has so much speed entering that turn. He's going to get the spot, and Alan Duggar now is in second place, 2.6 seconds back from the leader, Nick Godsey.
Even with that battle, we have to go back. Miles Stacy trying to make a pass on Gus Otero.
Oh, it's a three-way battle. Stacy side by side with AJ Godsey. Otero barely staying in front. Miles Stacy really putting a wrench in the plans of AJ Godsey. He's going to go on the inside. Is he going to clear AJ Godsey? No, he won't. But he still has the run against Gus Otero. He's going to clear Godsey on the backstretch. And Stacy is going to take Gus Otero into the turn, and he's going to get the spot. Whoa! Real tight, and that's going to allow Godsey to get next to, or that's going to allow Godsey to get next to Gus Otero now. Side by side entering turn one. Godsey going to be held down there. He's going to have just, oh boy. Oh, no! Oh, no! Otero is around. Godsey hitting the wall. That's going to certainly cause a caution. Hard racing from both. It's no caution. Wow. Oh, that might cause a caution. AJ Godsey in trouble. I think he's got to have to bring it down pit road. Big damage on the number 5 machine. Big damage on the 76. Two guys racing really, really hard. I think Gus Otero just ended up getting a little bit loose.
AJ Godsey did not receive the meatball flag, but
let's take a look at this little review here. Let's see what happened. Yep, I think if we can get a better camera angle. Let's see. This one's gonna. This camera angle is gonna be even worse. Oh yeah, it looked like Godsey was coming up a little bit. Otero was coming down. Let's get a closer view from behind.
Looks like Gus Otero just gets a little loose off turn 2.
Got a little loose. Godsey turned up. Oh no, not very much damage on the. Not very much damage on the 76. I think he's okay. Godsey was the one who got the worst out of that exchange. Still very unfortunate for both drivers. Otero now 24 seconds back from Nick Godsey, but look at this. Alan Duggar has gained about a little over half a second on Nick Godsey. He's coming for that first place spot. Here comes, let's take a look at Miles Stacy. About 7 seconds back from third place, Wesley Crump. Crump seeming to be leveling off now in third place. Good spot for him, podium right now. So far, so good for the driver of the number 29. Running a pretty good race right now. Miles Stacy still behind him. Ben and Ray Adamson locked in a side-by-side battle. The other two cousins now. Whoa! Big contact from the 45 into the 7. Oh, to see both of these guys go at it is just awesome. I can't imagine that Ben was very happy about what Ray did there, and Ben's trying to catch up to him. Big contact. Bit of a rivalry going on for these two guys. When Wesley Crump is going into the pits early, that is one of his staples. He is a guy who loves to undercut. He loves to pit first, get that initial fire off speed, and then come out and try and maintain first place. So Wesley Crump getting 4 tires and fuel will leave pit road. 1 lap down. Looks like Ben Adamson and Miles Stacy have also decided to enter pit lane. Now the question is, when will Nick Godsey and Alan Duggar decide to go in? Looks like Alan Duggar is catching Nick Godsey in a hurry. If I was Nick Godsey, I would go in quite soon. We are now at 8 tenths of a second lead between the two of these guys. Duggar diving it down. Duggar's going to come out of the turn. He's doing really well. He's gaining time in a hurry. 7 tenths of a second. He's gaining about a tenth or maybe more a lap on Nick Godsey. Hard to argue with the level of speed that this 12 car has. Hard for him not to be the favorite week in and week out. He's just terrific every single time. I'm sure he's making easy deal in wheels and tires. His sponsor very proud today. You know, I think it might be time for Gus Otero to come in. I mean, those tires are just eaten up. A lot of other guys have come into pit. What do you do here if you're Gus Otero? Maybe you stay out and maybe you try and extend the fuel as much as you can. Try and generate some speed early on. Who knows?
I mean, that's the only thing you can do. Look at the lap times. Last time by Nick Godsey, 30.4. Gus Otero, 31.1. I mean, we're almost talking nearly a second of fall off from that spin a couple laps ago.
Well, Nick Godsey's going to have to pit in soon. He's got Alan Duggar now 4 tenths of a second back from him.
Yeah, 44 laps, halfway pretty much to your green flag stop if you want to take it. Making this a one-stop race. Just like a couple weeks ago at Iowa, looks like Wesley Crump pitted on lap 39. He's going to be the fastest car. He's probably going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. He's running about 7 tenths faster than Nick Godsey is at this moment.
Yeah.
So Nick Godsey can enter this fray.
Godsey's going to go underneath Gus Otero, trying to put him a lap down. Alan Duggar is now there, trying to take advantage of the slower speed from the 8. Ooh, side by side with the 76. He's going to clear the 76. Wesley Crump now breathing down the neck of Gus Otero as well. Going to go right underneath him. Going to go after that 12 car, try and take or get his lap back before they both pit. Crump trying to make a move here, side by side with the 12 car, screwing up the 12's plans just a little bit. But he's going to slow down. He's going to slow Nick Godsey down when he gets to him. Getting that side draft. 29 goes underneath. He'll take the spot away from the 12. He's now got his sights set on that 8 car, trying to get that lap back.
Yeah, and if you're Nick Godsey, you want Wesley Crump to pass you as quickly as possible. Any sort of bobble out of Wesley Crump is going to hurt you in the long run, trying to keep this lead. Looks like Wesley Crump's going to have the momentum on the outside. He'll clear him down the front straightaway with those fresh tires.
Wesley Crump back into 5th place. 30 seconds off of Nick Godsey. He's going to be a great strategy so far, I got to say, by Wesley Crump. He doesn't have to pit for the rest of the race, does he?
He should be okay on a tank of fuel. Actually, if you can go 80 laps on a tank of fuel, he put on a lap 39. That will put him at lap 130.
So he still has more to go. I guess he's expecting a caution.
But at this rate, you have to think to yourself, you haven't really been trying to grab a caution.
Here we go.
As we see the side-by-side for the lead, Alan Duggar.
There goes Alan Duggar, high, wide, and handsome. I stole your line. Colin, and side-by-side out of 4.
Nick Godsey still trying to fight back on the inside line. He has a preferred line. I mean, honestly, there really is no preferred line here. You can really run anywhere you possibly can. This is something we haven't seen out of Alan Duggar all day, pretty much shooting up to that second lane.
Well, he saved his tires enough to be able to do it right now, trying to get the lead. Godsey going to slide up front. He's going to retain the lead for now. Duggar right on his heels. Duggar takes the inside line now. Godsey with only a brief moment of respite. And Duggar's going to take the spot away from Nick Godsey just like that. Godsey isn't done. He's going to fight back on the inside again. What a great battle between these two. I think Duggar's going to have him here, though. Yeah, he's got the momentum coming out of the turn. He's going to hold on to the spot, I believe. Yes, he will. And Alan Duggar takes the lead.
Lap 53 of this race. 99 laps to go have gone by pretty quickly here at the Magic Mile of New Hampshire Speedway. For our third leader of the day, Alan Duggar, on lap number 52.
You know, I thought Gateway was... I thought Gateway was after... No, we got 5 on the lead lap. I thought Gateway was after Loudon.
Now we have Daytona.
And then it's Darlington and then Gateway?
It's Darlington, then Gateway, yes.
Okay, well, I stand corrected. I stand corrected, certainly. Quite a shame that this season is going to... the regular season is going to be ending pretty soon here. Quite a shame.
Yeah, we have great. 500. We have the night race coming back. We have no road course races in the chase for playoffs. We're going to the Charlotte Oval instead of the road course, which
that I'm excited about.
Put on a great race back for the Coke 600. This should be fun. And then we have Martinsville, and then we end the season at Homestead Miami Speedway, which is always a fantastic racetrack, no matter what you're racing in.
No, I can say for certain I am very excited for the prospect of watching another Charlotte Oval race. We got a little bit screwed on the last one, as we see Miles Stacy from his cockpit view going to try and take the spot away from Alan Duggar. Side by side, but Miles Stacy's going to take the spot. Or at least get himself unlapped. In 6th place goes Miles Stacy. But as I was saying... Hinkle now in the pit road. Nice. But as I was saying, yeah, I know I'm pretty excited for the prospect of having another Charlotte Oval race. I mean, I like the Charlotte Oval a lot. The rainout really did suck for the Coke 600. Congratulations to Daniel Suarez, though, for getting the win there. That's his, I believe, first Crown Jewel win. Big victory for him. But, you know, you just got to think, man, what if? I hate rain-shortened races, but sometimes they happen. And Stacy now in 5th place now 44 of Jeff Hinkle's now coming out of the pits.
I also forgot, we're going to Talladega again as well.
Yeah, Talladega, that is later on. That's going to be the second to last race, right? Or third to last.
Well, let me pull up the schedule here. And also, we go to Daytona next week. It's going to be a new aero package at the super speedways, and unfortunately, there's, I guess in real life, there's no practice for that race, so everyone is going to pretty much go in blind in a new racing package, which should always be interesting.
And that's at Daytona?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Okay. It's going to be a little bit of an experiment for everybody. Is iRacing going to do anything with that?
I have no idea.
I'd like them to, but I'm not entirely sure if they will.
Honestly, it's a great chase schedule. You open Labor Day weekend with Darlington Raceway, then Worldwide Technology Raceway, so Gateway, then the Bristol Night Race, the full 500 lap, which we will also do here, the full 500 lap Bristol Night Race. Then you have Kansas Speedway, Las Vegas, Charlotte, Phoenix, Talladega, Martinsville, and then Homestead, Miami to wrap out the 2026 season.
Yeah. Okay, so third to last race is Talladega, with Martinsville being second to last, as it usually is. I love the Martinsville race. I just wish the quality was better. I will be going to the Phoenix race live and in person once again, so that's going to be fun. Certainly, the field has really spread out now. Godsey now falling 1.1 seconds behind Alan Duggar. Looks like Duggar's just going to run away with this one if there's no cautions. I don't see a world where Alan Duggar loses unless Wesley Crump tries to make one of his heroic last 15 lap passes for first place. Sorry, Wesley.
I mean, it all depends on, we're about 20 laps away from a pit road stop for Alan Duggar, for Nick Godsey. Ray Adamson is still on the lead lap in P3. Just to put it in perspective where they are, Alan Duggar's coming out of turn 2 right now. Ray Adamson's coming out of turn 4.
Very interesting.
But Alan Duggar has been able to pull away. The gap's still about 1 second or so.
I think that's just because he's dealing with lap traffic. We've hit the fall-off point in the tires, and you know, we're just going steady right now. We're going real steady. Let's see exactly how Alan Duggar is driving this car. Oh, wait a minute. We got a problem. Gus Otero. He has damage this time. Sent it in just a little too hard, hit a bump, and he's around. Big damage, wow, on the front of that 76. That might be the end of his day.
Such a shame. He had great speed to start this race. Probably had a top 5 going for him this weekend, but that is not going to happen.
Unfortunately, it's not going to work out for him.
Speaking of things working out, are you interested in how the Freedom 250 is going to take place this Sunday at Washington, D.C.?
Oh, yeah. What time is that on?
That is going to be 1 o'clock Eastern on Fox. There's like a 2.5 hour pre-race for some reason. I don't know why.
So the race won't start till like noon.
Yeah.
Noon Western time.
Yeah, well, 1 o'clock Eastern time, so it'd be 11 o'clock Mountain time.
So 10 o'clock Western, because
yeah,
I'm on the same time as that. So I won't be able to watch it. That sucks. Either way, though, I certainly am interested in learning.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of these little rare things. I mean, when's the last time, or when's the next time a racing series is gonna actually run downtown Washington, D.C.?
That's super exciting. super exciting. Taking a look back at this race, it is really spread out. We have Wesley Crump back in 3rd place, Miles Stacy in 4th place, Nick Godsey now falling 2 seconds behind Alan Duggar, Ray Adamson in 6th place now, Ben Adamson in 5th place, Jeff Hinkle in 7th place, Gus Otero and AJ Godsey are out, so is Hugh Brown. Duggar just running away with this one. He's gaining a lot of time. 2.4 seconds ahead of Nick Godsey. 2.5 now. Godsey has fallen off a lot more than Alan Duggar. I think that is kind of the thing that separates these two guys.
Yeah, and if right now you're in your pit window to make it to the end, 83 laps to go, you can go about 81 to 84 laps on a tank of fuel. If Nick Godsey wanted to try something, he can come pit now. The problem is Alan Duggar is probably going to stay out a bit longer than you are. So over the long run, Nick Godsey is going to have worse tires than Duggar if this pits now.
Yeah, are we close to the point where you pit? I think we're there. I think we're there right now. You said 80 laps on fuel, so we're about 80 laps. We should see guys coming into pit any time now. Ben Adamson now trying to take Nick Godsey on the inside. 3.5 seconds separate Godsey and Duggar. Duggar has just run away with this.
Yeah, this is another dominating performance by Alan Duggar. Took the lead on lap 42. Hasn't looked back since then, working lap 72 now. 80 laps to go here at the virtual New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Godsey 4 seconds. He's bleeding time. Any moment now, and Nick Godsey should be coming into pit. Look at Alan Duggar just stepping out to a monster lead now. 4.5 seconds the lead to 2nd place. 15 seconds in front of Wesley Crump. I'm sure Crump at this point has hit that fall-off point. He's still going to be in 1st place when the front 2 pit. And then Miles Stacy about 5 seconds behind him. Now approaching 4-second territory. Ben Adamson, he is the first car a lap down. If a caution comes out now, he'll be coming out 1 lap better.
You know, I'm starting to think, maybe, do you think we should put another bounty on Alan Duggar at this point?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm fine with putting another bounty on him.
It didn't work when we did it at North Wilkesboro because, you know, Duggar decided to win that. No, who won? Shane Parrish won it.
Yeah, Shane Parrish won it, yes.
Harking back to North Wilkesboro, Shane Parrish just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he really did kind of come out of nowhere. You know, he won the race last week, and he was telling me, oh, it's my best track. I had no practice. I thought, why not race it? And then he goes out and he wins the freaking thing. It was crazy. He is actually really insane at Richmond.
Yeah, I was watching that. I had to work, and I had the race up on my phone, and I looked down probably for 10 minutes, and Shane Parrish was absolutely just running away with another dominating performance by him. His 3rd win of the 2026 campaign. Remember, his first 2 wins came back. He went to, I believe, Aruba, and then won the first 2 races back.
Yeah, he came back and
blow up on the front straightaway.
Someone blew up on the front straightaway. Gus Otero, maybe?
AJ Godsey.
Oh, AJ Godsey. Well, he's been out of the race for a while. 6.8 seconds separate Alan Duggar and Nick Godsey. Godsey is falling back in a hurry to Wesley Crump. I'm not even going to try it. Crump taking this. Crump could take this. You never know.
Yeah, look at these lap times. It's interesting to see. Alan Duggar's running a 30.485. Nick Godsey almost running a full second behind, 31.2.
30.2. You said Duggar ran a 30.2, or was that Crump?
Duggar ran a 30.6. Nick Godsey ran a 31.3, and Wesley Crump a 30.2 last time by.
How fast is Stacy going?
Miles Stacy 30.23. Right
Also,
now, Ray
he's running-
Adamson is the fastest on track right now. Interesting.
Ray
enough.
Adamson. Good for him.
Your fastest lap of the day was a 29.132, and that was set by a guy sitting in P2, the pride of Hazard, Kentucky.
The pride of Hazard, Kentucky. Hey, we're getting to the point where these guys should really consider pitting. If I was Godsey, I would have pit like 9 laps ago. I'm gonna be, or like, not 8 laps ago. Honestly, I would have pit as soon as that window opened.
Now working 71 laps to go this time by, well within the fuel window. Should be pitting here in the next 3 or so laps as Nick Godsey has a meatball flag.
He blew a tire. He must have blown a tire. Yeah, he did. I think he blew a right or a left rear.
And that explains the lack of speed that we've seen out of Nick Godsey. Wesley Crump up to P2. Should be seeing Alan Duggar come to pit road, and he does.
Alan Duggar now in pit lane. Time to get tires and fuel for hopefully what they hope is the last time this race. Nick Godsey now getting 4 fresh tires and full fuel. And he'll set off. Alan Duggar now coming into his pit box. He still came in ahead of Duggar, but he's going to be a lot further down. Wesley Crump now taking the lead. So your boy is P-Tense is now in front. Let's see how long he can hold that spot. Alan Duggar now out, still on the lead lap, over 9 seconds in front of Nick Godsey. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more, though. Nick Godsey now looking at taking Wesley Crump. He's on the outside of Crump. Is he going to be able to take the lead here, or not take the, rather get himself back on the lead lap? Apologies. Side by side. Going into the next turn, nice and easy. Nick Godsey in front of Wesley Crump now. Miles Stacy going in again.
Miles Stacy coming in for his last stop of the race on lap number 67. I swear it took me every ounce of my body not just to do a 6-7 at that moment.
Well, you did it anyway, so congratulations, Colin. You've cringed us all out. Yes, sir, your boy's still in front, but for how much longer? Alan Duggar may be 18 seconds back now, but Crump still has to pit. If this race goes green, it is not going to end in a Wesley Crump victory. I can say that for certain unless something major happens. So Crump is now banking on a, he's going to be banking on a caution coming out. I think you have to. He just does not have enough fuel. That's what I would do at least.
I thought when Wesley Crump took the lead, maybe hitting there at that point would get you to the end of the race on fuel. Obviously, you'd have a much lighter car. You didn't have to take that much fuel as Alan Duggar had to actually fill up. You'd be a little bit faster over the long run as the gap is now 12 seconds between Wesley Crump and Alan Duggar. Alan Duggar is just shaving almost nearly a second off of that Wesley Crump's gap every single lap.
Yeah,
Alan
I'm
Duggar,
not.
29.78 to Wesley Crump's 30.4.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that Alan Duggar, that Wesley Crump has the ability to stay in front of Duggar for much longer. I think around lap 100, 106, we're going to start seeing Duggar take that spot right back. Either way, though, Crump still has to pit for fuel. So he's going to be hoping, he's going to be banking on that caution coming out.
This has just been an absolute domination by Alan Duggar up to this point. Can he close the gap? No, 14 seconds is the gap right now between P1 and 2 with 62 laps to go. Wesley Crump is going to have to pit.
At some point, yeah. I think he's going to try and run it out, though. See how long he can go before a caution comes out. I think that's the move right here, honestly. I think if you're in Crump's position, you have to run it out unless Godsey catches you. If Godsey catches you and passes you, I think at that point you got to just call it and pit.
So Wesley Crump is on lap 51 of his stint. He can go about 30 more laps to put him at lap 120, entering his pit when the problem is that's about 31 laps to go, and Wesley Crump would actually be forced to go a lap down at that point. So we'd have to get his lap back. I don't know. I still think the fight is more interesting for second place right now. Alan Duggar 7 seconds ahead of Nick Godsey. Nick Godsey 4/10 faster that time by than Alan Duggar. And I would say, Elliot, that the gap is closing a lot faster between Duggar and Godsey than it is for Wesley Crump and Alan Duggar.
Really?
According to my telemetry.
I think Duggar's saving a little bit. I mean, he's still got, like, over 50-some laps to go. Like 58 laps. 59. Yeah, he's got 59 laps to go left in this race. I think that, you know, with the 8-second lead in front of Nick Godsey, he should take it easy right now. Look at Ben Adams, or Ray Adamson, sorry, trying to take the spot away from Wesley Crump.
Ray Adamson trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way around Wesley Crump. He's going to go to the extreme high side. He's going to get a great run.
Oh, Crump getting a little loose. That's going to cost him a little bit of time there.
And the gap between Alan Duggar and Nick Godsey starting to shrink just a little bit as we see Wesley Crump come to pit road.
Wesley Crump now coming in for this last 57 laps. He'll come in. Alan Duggar will reassume the lead. Let's see what Wesley Crump can do in this situation. Can he gain all that time back with that tire advantage? That's the question here.
The thing is, I don't think he's going to go a lap down to Alan Duggar at this point. Alan Duggar is going down the backstretch. Left side tires already going on for Wesley Crump. He's going to come out. They're going to be close to each other. Wesley Crump down and away out of pit road.
Where's Alan Duggar? Not even in view.
Duggar's crossing the line now. Wesley Crump going down the backstretch. He's going to have about 30 lap fresher tires than Duggar and Nick Godsey.
And he's only 18 seconds back.
Yeah.
This is interesting. This is really interesting. 30 lap fresher tires is a big difference. Which means that he's still is long enough to where he could do it. He's about to catch Ray Adamson right now for 4th place, and I'm pretty sure that he'll at least get Stacy. I'm not sure if he can get Godsey or Duggar. I'm less sure about Duggar than I am Godsey. I'm pretty sure he won't be able to get Duggar, but you never know. You never know. He's going on the inside now, and he'll take the spot away from Ray Adamson. Wesley Crump back into 4th place. This has so far been... Go ahead.
We have a great battle for P2 right now. Miles Stacy, just about 10 car lengths behind Nick Godsey for P2.
It's an emerging battle. Here we go. Crump 16 seconds back.
Last time by, ran his fastest lap of the race, 29.3. Alan Duggar ran 30.5. Nearly 1.2 seconds faster Wesley Crump is than Alan Duggar at this moment. I gotta say, I did not think that we would shape up to this type of what ifs and questions heading into the final 52 laps of this race. We all thought Alan Duggar would just walk away from this race at this point, but right now it's a 4-car race.
It is a 4-horse race right now. Crump's still in the lead, or Crump's still in 4th place, but he's gaining a lot of time now.
Yeah, still a second faster.
He needs to use all of that advantage that he can. Nick Godsey just kind of... Well, actually, now that we're looking at it, Alan Duggar's slowing down quite a bit.
Yeah, Alan Duggar last time by, 30.5. Nick Godsey, 29.8. Miles Stacy ran a 30 flat.
I think Duggar's saving tire right now. He knows he has about 51 laps remaining. He knows that he can save the tires. He has the time to do it.
Yeah, everyone else is in this push mentality, trying to get up to the front.
And Duggar's just saying, you guys can get to me, but watch, I'll still have the last lap in the end. I'm saving my stuff. He can afford to.
Gap is 3 points. How many seconds is the gap between the leaders? 2.4 seconds separate Alan Duggar and Nick Godsey, and that gap is closing quickly, now down to 2 seconds flat.
It's now under 2 seconds. He still has a second separating him and Stacy. It's going to be interesting to see how Alan Duggar reacts to this once Godsey gets close. 10 seconds separate Crump and Duggar.
As you say that, the gap now drops down to 9.5 seconds. Right now, Alan Duggar is the slowest car on the racetrack. 30.
He is in a mean save mode right now.
And that's allowing Nick Godsey to catch up. Now it's 1.2 seconds. And that's allowing Wesley Crump to catch up as well. I don't think Alan Duggar knows the situation that Wesley Crump is in right now.
I think he does. When have you known Alan Duggar never to be aware?
I mean, I don't know his overlays. I know I have a track map on my screen. I don't know if he has a track map on his screen.
Leads now 1.1 seconds. Wesley Crump 8 seconds off. And Miles Stacy also sticking his nose where he thinks it belongs. 1 second now separate Duggar and Godsey.
Looks like Ben Adamson.
Ben Adamson
now
now
his lap back the old-fashioned way.
It's the only way you've been able to get it back. There have been no cautions this whole race. We have gone completely green.
No, it's been very quiet tonight. We probably might have had a caution with that Gus Otero, AJ Godsey incident, but that did not turn into a caution.
No, it did not. Under a second now. Let's see how Nick Godsey's driving his race car. Let's go to the cockpit view.
Yeah, Nick Godsey sliding up a little bit through the center of the corner, trying to get as much speed, carry as much speed through the center of the corner as he possibly can. But while we're looking at Nick Godsey trying to track down Alan Duggar, the gap between Duggar and Wesley Crump, it keeps shrinking. The gap now 6.4 seconds with 44 laps to go. Problem, Elliott, we say this almost every week. It's catching them is one thing. Passing in the next-gen car is another thing entirely.
Absolutely, especially with the dirty air effect. We're seeing that right now. 6/10 is the lead now for Alan Duggar.
Yeah, Wesley Crump taking about a half a second chunks per lap here.
Yeah, he's 6 seconds off of Miles Stacy. That gap is shrinking now.
Adamson dives to the inside of Alan Duggar, trying to get his lap back. Duggar just lets him go.
This is Godsey's shot right here. This is his shot. He can get in front of Alan Duggar here. This is going to be huge.
Alan Duggar backed the pace up, and that allowed Miles Stacy to get involved into this mix. And then we have Jeff Hinkle trying to get his lap back as well.
One of his 2 laps back.
Yeah, and then Wesley Crump back there took almost a full second out of this gap.
He wants to catch them bad. He wants to be a part of this action. Look at it go. We got a 3-way battle for the lead. Technically a 4-way battle when you take in Wesley Crump's tire advantage into this. Crump might as well be racing right up there with them. He is gaining on them in a hurry. 5.1 seconds now.
Ray Adamson gets a little bit too high into the gray, just decides to get out of it. The gap between Wesley Crump now 4.8 seconds. Alan Duggar kind of turned it on last time by 30.2. Wesley Crump only 0.2 faster this past time by.
I think we're starting to see Duggar go. Duggar said, all right, I'll let you guys catch up enough. I gave you your shot. You couldn't pass me. Now it's sayonara.
Wesley Crump took another 0.3 out of that gap. Thing is, Wesley Crump, if you went on board with him right now, you can see the top 3 in your windshield. You see them. They're there.
The tire advantage for Crump over Duggar's, I want to say 30 laps.
Okay, so Wesley Crump pitted on lap 94. Alan Duggar pitted on lap 81. So it's about a 10, 11 lap advantage.
Oh, it's only an 11 lap advantage. Oh, okay,
yeah.
That changes it. I thought it was about a 30 lap advantage.
Ben Adamson dives to pit road.
Yep, there goes Duggar, still in the lead, getting that run off the turn, holding it at 0.4 of a second.
Wesley Crump still the fastest person on the racetrack right now. Still 0.4 faster than Alan Duggar.
Duggar still hasn't separated himself. This is intriguing. Crump still cutting into it. He's now in the 3-second area. 3.9 back from Alan Duggar.
Look at Miles Stacy trying to get a run off turn 2. Thought about it, thought differently.
Let's watch from Jeff Hinkle's point of view here. Seeing a good run. These 3 just all in line with each other, trying to get that little bit of clean air to pass one another.
36 laps to go for Alan Duggar, when picking up his 8th win of the 2026 season. If he can hang on.
Here we go.
We might have to, this might be a little bit topical joke, Elliot, but we might get to renumber that Miles Stacy car to 42 and 44 out of respect for Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels?
Oh, so earlier this week he revoked LSU's ability to use his name, image, and likeness. Because I don't know why. I guess he was upset LSU did not retire his jersey number after he won the Heisman Trophy, like they did with Joe Burrow. And earlier this week, all of these, let's say a baseball team scored 5 runs that night, and they said MLB has changed the score out of respect for Jaden Daniels.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh,
Jaden
wow,
Daniels
yeah.
became the most. And speaking of football, congratulations, college football's back this weekend.
Oh, nice.
So-
Another thing I won't watch.
Another thing to take up my weekend. My team doesn't
Yeah.
play until next week, so I'm fine. I don't care.
Florida State or University of Florida?
Virginia Tech.
Oh, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, go Hokies.
Yeah, so I'm going to be going to ASU next semester.
Oh my goodness. Do you have a girlfriend? Does she know?
Do I have a girlfriend? No.
Oh, well, you might find one at ASU.
No, I will not. I'm doing it online and miss me with a... If you know anything about ASU, you do not want a boyfriend or a girlfriend from there. There is a lot of transmission of
extracurricular activities.
Yeah, transmission of certain things happen there.
Another
And
retirement,
I will
Gus
leave it at that.
Otero.
Gus
Otero
Otero.
has retired.
Oh,
But
wow.
Wesley Crump has dropped his gap now 2 seconds.
This is getting really interesting. Wesley Crump
30
now.
laps to go.
He's sticking his nose in. He's ready. 2 seconds separating them. Godsey and Stacy just can't pass. That dirty air being brutal. I wonder how that's going to be when Crump gets added into the mix.
Yeah, Alan Duggar just turned on the jets. This is the first time in about 40 laps he is dumped underneath the 30-second bracket, 29.984. As you see him starting to pull away, he was just saving his tires the entire time. $29.7 out of Alan Duggar.
Gap's now stabilizing around 2.2 for Crump. He's starting to deal with that dirty air from Jeff Hinkle.
Yeah, but Alan Duggar just rode around for the past 30 laps, just managing the gap, and now he turned it on. 29.9 last time by, 29.7 now into 30.1s. Wesley Crump still about a tenth faster. The gap is now 2 seconds. Nick Godsey and Alan Duggar sort of pulled away from Miles Stacy. Jeff Hinkle pulls off to the side, lets Wesley Crump through.
Wesley Crump now in the mix. Stacy now 1.6 seconds back. Duggar starting to separate himself from Nick Godsey. Stacy
going way up there.
Stacy is trying to hold off Wesley Crump, and Crump's getting closer every second. 25 laps remain in this race. Starting to get exciting here.
Yeah, shout out Ray Adamson. He's doing his fastest lap of the race, 29.328. He's in P5, 1 lap down at the moment.
Yeah, Alan Duggar's now really starting to pull away. If Wesley Crump's going to make a move for first place, he's got to pass. He's got to pass Miles Stacy now. He's getting really close to doing so. He's right there. He's got to do it this lap on the inside, side by side. Here we go. Wesley Crump, Miles Stacy. Stacy fighting back on the outside, can't do it. Crump now in front. Wesley Crump in third place. Crump's going to have a bit of clean air.
That hurt Wesley Crump by about a couple tenths, fighting for third place for Miles Stacy.
Yeah, but he's still got 2 seconds to go before he can get to Nick Godsey.
Still 23 laps to go. Remember, the advantage for Wesley Crump, everyone in front of him pitted on lap 80 and 81 respectively. He pitted about 13 laps later on lap 94. He has the freshest set of tires in the field, who is currently on the lead lap. And Duggar about even on the lap time chart right now. The gap between the two, 2.4 seconds. 22 laps to go.
"22 laps remain for Alan Duggar. He looks like he's hard. The rest of the field is pretty hard pressed to take the win from him. Godsey has fallen to about 7/10 of a second. That gap is maintaining. Wesley Crump about 2.2 to 2.4 seconds. That gap is maintaining. Alan Duggar looks very poised to win this race. And chalk that up. What's that? Well, if Duggar wins this race, how many wins will that be on the season? Like, I want to say 8 or 9.
It would be a solid. He's putting up Kevin Harvick numbers. If you remember Kevin Harvick's 2022 season, about just as good as that. I'm pulling up this right now. Give me a second.
And the playoffs haven't started yet.
This would be his 7th win of the season. And with the math here, because Alan Duggar did finish, looks like he's going to finish a spot ahead of Nick Godsey. I'm going to call it Alan Duggar. If things hold on, if he finishes ahead of Nick Godsey, Alan Duggar would be the regular season champion.
Looks like Miles Stacy's going into pit now. Alan Duggar, regular season champion. Big news for the 12 car. You just got to keep holding on to this gap. Yeah. Crump is slowly eating his way into the gap, but I don't think he's there. I don't think he's fast enough.
So last time by, Alan Duggar a 30.2, Wesley Crump a 30.0, 3/10 faster.
Let's see from Crump's POV how he's going to try and catch Nick Godsey and get P2 here. Starting up high.
Exiting low, making that straight.
Whoa, little loose.
He gets a little loose.
Lost a 10th there. He's got to gain that back.
Thing is, Miles Stacy is coming quick. He's going to be he's pretty much on about 40 lap fresher tires than the guys in front of him. Wow, top 3 pretty much even with lap times. All 30.1s. 15 laps to go this time by.
Stacy's going to pass Wesley Crump, but that's not for position. Stacy has pit. He's still in 4th place. His goal right now, get past Alan Duggar, hope a caution comes out, stay out and stay in front. That's the gamble he is taking right now. And honestly, it's a pretty low-risk gamble. He likely wasn't going to pass Wesley Crump for third place with the tire advantage for Crump. And he wasn't going to... he wasn't going to pass Nick Godsey either, so why not pit, get fresh tires, get in front of Alan Duggar, and hope for a caution. Go underneath, and he's back on the lead lap, getting his lap back the old-fashioned way. Alan Duggar now, 5/10 lead between him and Nick Godsey. 14 laps to go, it ain't over yet. Godsey and Crump could always make moves. Crump more hard-pressed to do so. That tire advantage has certainly gone away for him, even though unless he wrecks, he has pretty much secured a podium spot. Good for Wesley Crump.
Yeah, and the thing's not over. So last time by, 30.2 for Duggar, 30.2 for Wesley Crump. The gap, 1.5 seconds. Not over till it's over, but Wesley Crump needs to start taking big chunks out of the delta between Alan Duggar and himself. The problem is Nick Godsey is in the way.
Yeah, Nick Godsey's holding about a second lead in front of Wesley Crump. Crump's going to have to deal with Godsey, and he gets a little loose coming off the turn. He's going to have to deal with Godsey before he deals with Duggar, and he's only got 12 laps to do it. About 9/10 separate them. Crump's still working, still trying to take another spot away from the leaders here.
Yeah,
still about 9/10. Still about 9/10.
32s.
1.5 seconds separate Godsey, Crump, and Duggar. Godsey sandwiched in the middle. Who can hold on? Who can pass? Godsey coming, Crump coming out of the turn. He's cutting into 1.4-ish seconds. He's working on him.
10 laps to go, 9 laps to go. This time by for Alan Duggar. Pick up his 7th win of the season if he's able to hold on. Claim the regular season championship.
He is rolling really well.
One. When the chase starts post Daytona. Really, at this point, any one of these top 3 drivers that you see, minus Isaac Trees, because he's not here tonight, are probably your favorites heading into the final 10 races of the season as we look to crown a champion by the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll crown a champion in what, late October, early November?
Early November, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
Huh. Well, early November it is.
F1 will end the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but...
And then it's my favorite time of the year. It's the Snowball Derbies. It's getting closer.
The Snowball Derby, okay. That is a modified or a late model race?
Super late.
Super late model, okay. You know, I kind of want to go to one of those races where they have the super late models with the sail on the side of them, like the big billboard.
Oh, you're talking about the super modified.
Yeah, the super, yeah, no, not the super modified, the super late model.
Yeah, it's a modified, it's a super.
Really? It's a modified? I thought it was a late model.
Uh-huh.
I thought they just took a super late model and attached a sail on it.
Sorry, the super late model, the super modified you would love it's a modified car, just like you'd be used to, but it has DRS.
Oh.
It has a sprint car wing on the top that can, on the straightaways, fold down and then pop back up under braking.
Ooh, okay. 5 laps to go here. Godsey's cutting it to 3.5 tenths almost. The lead to Duggar. Oh, here we go. We're in the 2s now. Nick Godsey making one last final push to get Alan Duggar. 5 laps to go.
Yeah, and Godsey's there.
Godsey's there. He can make the pass. He just has to get a run, and he has to make it soon. I'd say he spends this lap building up that run, trying to pass him. Now's your chance. Crump has fallen off. He isn't going any faster. 1.8 seconds to the leader for Wesley Crump. He'll probably get 3rd. Right now the fight's between Godsey and Duggar. Here we go. Godsey's faster now. Just 0.25 seconds. We're in the 1s now. Oh, I'm getting excited now. I'm getting excited now. Come on. Oh, little loose. Little loose. He's going to lose some time there, but he's still there. Using that draft on the backstretch. That's the advantage of having a long paperclip track.
Laps to go for Nick Godsey. Can he get anything done? He's getting really good entry speed on Alan Duggar. Alan Duggar's just getting a better exit.
He oversent it on exit. Or he oversent it on entry, Nick Godsey, and he lost some time there. 2 laps to go. He's going to make a move. He's got to make it now. Coming down the backstretch, going into turn 3. Godsey entering high, trying to get a run off the turn. Goes way up there. It looks like he'll lose more time than he gained from that move. Final lap. White flag in the air for Alan Duggar. Just has to stay out front. Godsey is back. 3 tenths. Can he do it? Not in turn 2. He's going to have a run in going into turn 3. Oh, whoa! Oh, no! Around goes Crump! Around goes Wesley Crump side by side! Side by side! For the win here at Loudon Speedway! Alan Duggar holds off Nick Godsey! And Wesley Crump wrecks! What a finish! What a finish! Miles Stacy will take 3rd place. Wesley Crump on the last turn, or coming out of the second to last turn, destroys his car. Broke the axle. Oh my goodness, heartbreaker for the number 29. Ran a great race. Unable to get it done for the podium. We have an upset fan. Crump will roll across the finish line 1 lap down. In 4th place. So close yet so far for the number 29. What a finish between Godsey and Duggar. Are you kidding me? I was not expecting that. Let's take a look at the Crump crash one more time. Crump driving it in. Oh, he just let go. Oh my God. Oh, heartbreaker. Heartbreaker for Wesley Crump. What a finish. What a finish for Alan Duggar. Great race. Side by side at the end. Another time in where we go side by side between Nick Godsey and Alan Duggar. Duggar let him back in the race a little bit. I'm interested. I kind of want to hear what happened there, why he let him back in so much.
Alan Duggar picks up his 7th win of the 2026 campaign, takes home the regular season championship, and does
Dana
it
Webb
in style.
He's doing a bit of a Polish victory lap. Dana Webb says she was screaming at the TV. That was intense. Oh my God. What a crazy last 5 laps, and it culminated in a great finish. Honestly. Reminds me of that Lightning McQueen line. Gotta give him a little sizzle. That's what we got out of that. We got a little sizzle out of that last couple laps there. I thought that Nick Godsey was completely out of it, and then out of nowhere he gets that crazy run, and then Wesley Crump wrecks, and then I look down and they're side by side. I was so shocked. So many things happening there. Great race. Super happy about it. Let's bring up our third place finisher, Miles Stacy. Miles, it's Colin and Elliot in the booth, man. How are you doing?
How's it going, fellas?
Oh, God. We just witnessed a crazy finish. I don't know if you saw it, but you got third in that, and you pit the most out of everyone else in this race. From the booth, what I thought we were doing on that last pit stop is pit now, get fresh tires, get your lap back. If there's a caution that comes out, you stay out and you take the lead and then try and hold off Duggar and Godsey. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct. That's exactly what I was trying to do, but it just didn't work out for me.
Well, I can tell you something. Something worked out for you. You were Wesley Crump on the last lap spins out and you get third place. I don't think you were expecting that, were you?
No, not at all. But you just take them where they come.
Absolutely. Colin, you got anything for him?
Yeah, man, what a great race by you. Unable to, it looked like through the first part of the race you had this great speed. You get loose in that first part of the run that takes you back to last. You work your way back up to third. Kind of never let out of the race the entire time. What a great way to fight. And what are your expectations as you are about a couple spots out of the playoff spot right now? Just one more clean race, and you'll make it into the chase.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm hoping. Just keep racing clean and getting top 5 finishes, and that's all I can ask for.
Well, you did a great job tonight, man. Again, you showed phenomenal speed. At the beginning of the race, what happened between you and Godsey? It looked like you got arrow loose there.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing to do with Godsey. I just got in the throttle too soon and just spun it around. It was my fault. That kind of put me behind a little bit, but that's kind of what screwed my race, is trying to catch them with no caution. So.
Understood. Well, you still had a great bounce back, ran a great race. Miles, congratulations on the P3 before we head out here, man. Anyone you want to send appreciations to?
Well, just all the guys, man. You, everybody, for putting this league on, and I just greatly appreciate it.
Awesome, Miles. Congrats on the P3, man. We'll see you next week at Daytona.
All right, man. Later.
Later. All right, time to bring up our P2 finisher, the pride of Hazard, Kentucky. Nick Godsey, welcome in the booth, man. Awesome last lap there. You almost had him very reminiscent of Michigan. What was the strategy in those last few laps to make the finish that close?
I'll be honest, we was planning on the long run. That's kind of, if it went green, but there at the end, I'd got up to him and I actually started gaining ground on him. I was beating the car to death. I'm not gonna lie, I was beating the car to death to try to catch him. So when I finally got underneath him, I'm like, I just give it everything I had. And if it's going to go, it's going to go. If it didn't, oh well. I tried to put myself in position again. Hey, if I'm going to lose to anybody, I'd rather lose to Allen. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the best out here.
Well, you did an awesome job, man. Great finish. You put on a show for us there at the end. I gotta ask though, why did you decide not to pit on lap 71 or 72? Why did you wait just a few more laps after that?
Well, my thought is if I could maybe overshoot them just a little bit if it went green all the way, trying to put myself in a position to have fresher tires. But then, I really didn't realize there how little tire I had, because I planned on going around 70, 80, somewhere around there. But as I was coming out of 2, I ended up losing the right front, so I had to go because it actually blew on me. So I pretty much got everything I could get out of it.
Well, you certainly got everything out of it. You did a great job, man. again, fantastic finish. Colin, you got anything for him?
Yeah, Nick, what a fantastic race by you. Working your way up. What more out of your car did you need tonight? Was it just saving just a little bit more tire, or what did you need?
I think if I would have managed my tires a little bit better when I come back out of pit road the first 10, 15 laps, I think I would have had a little more tire left. But honestly, I don't think I could have asked for a better run. I mean, yeah, I'd like to got the win, but at the same time, I mean, I was there and it was a battle, so I'm not going to complain. Like I said, I'm happy with where I'm at tonight.
Well, great race to you, Nick. It's fantastic to see you out here as always. Again, it was again phenomenal. What I gotta ask one more thing. What was going through your head when you got side by side with him?
I said, here we go, boys. It's either checkers or wreckers. But I wanted to make sure, if anything, I like racing Alan clean. He likes racing me clean. If I was going to pass him, I wasn't going to knock him out of the way for it. You know what I'm saying? If I couldn't get him, I'd have wrecked the car, try to steer away from him to get it. But all in all, when I got beside him, I was like, oh, here we go. With photo finish, hey, that's cool with me. My thing is just trying to put myself in position to win. If I don't, it is what it is. But seems like right now with points, consistency's been, playing in our favor this year.
Yeah, absolutely, Nick. Before we head out here, man, is anyone you want to send your appreciations to?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody, all the guys over at BSR. And want to thank all my family and friends at home that tune in and watch every week, watch us go to battle with these guys every week and stuff. And Easy Dealing Wheels and Tires for the paint and everything on the car and everything they do, Brandon Sanders and all of them. And want to thank you guys in the booth, man. You all do a phenomenal job every week broadcasting these races, so all my people at home can watch, And I guess that's it.
Hell yeah, Nick. We'll see you next week at Daytona, man.
Yeah, man, looking forward to it, you guys.
Awesome. All right, now time to bring up Alan Duggar. Let's see what the race winner has to say about this crazy finish. Alan, it's Elliot and Colin, man. How are you doing after that one?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good. Could describe it. That was a crazy finish right there. How are you able to hold them off there at the end, just barely?
Honestly, I don't really know because with 20 to go, the right front was gone. I was surprised I was able to hold them off that long. But I don't know. I know I got loose coming off of 4, and he got loose, so I think I gathered it up just a little bit quicker than he did. Was able to pull it out.
Well, I did notice that you had quite a few seconds on these guys, and then you started to pull back a little bit. I thought you were saving. Were you saving?
Yeah, I seen Wesley pit there, and in my mind, I'm like, he's gonna have the freshest tires here at the end. So I started saving because I said if he gets here, I'm gonna have something left to try to hold him off, and he got up into, I think it was 3rd behind Nicholas, and with 30 to go, I just started laying him down and was able to manage that gap. Then he had something happen to him. I know he spun or something coming off at 2, I think it was. But I wasn't able to breathe because Nicholas was right behind me, so.
Well, Colin, you got anything for him?
Yeah, Alan, it was your 7th win of the season, and I guess we'll break the news to you that you clinched the regular season championship with 1 race to go. I know Daytona is next week. You're not really fighting for points. You're looking ahead after that to Darlington. What are your expectations going into the chase when it starts after Daytona?
like I said before, as long as I'm consistent and have good finishes, that's really what I'm looking for. Like if we're able to win, that helps out a lot too. But I just want to be consistent and be there at the end for it. So we'll see what happens.
Well, before we head out here, Alan, is anyone you want to send your appreciations to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Ken Byron over at him and his guys when they put in these setups to give fast setups week in and week out. I thank Easy Dealing Wheels and Tires, Iron City Revival, Eagle Eye Graphics, Ceylon Motorsport, Bar S Bar Ranch. I'd like to thank the family for tuning in. I'd like to thank y'all for doing the broadcast, and I'd like to thank everybody over at BSR and all these guys that come in and race with us week in and week out. Really, really do appreciate them. It doesn't go unnoticed. So.
Awesome, man. Again, congratulations on the win. And your mother in the chat said she was, quote, screaming at the TV there at the end, man. So good job on the victory.
Thank y'all.
All right. Have a good night.
Y'all as well.
Well, that is going to do it for this this broadcast here here at BSR TV. We had a pretty fun one there at the end, and I'm excited for what we have next. That's going to be Daytona. If you remember the last Daytona race, you remember that it was crazy. So was Talladega. So was Atlanta. So yeah, Colin, before we head out, you got anything, man?
Yeah, I mean, what an impressive drive by Alan Duggar. We really, with 30 laps to go, we thought, oh, this is Wesley Crump's race to lose. Wesley Crump spins out the end, and Nick Godsey, just a final send into turn 3 to get side by side, but it wasn't enough. Alan Duggar wins the 7th race of the year. We're heading back to the high banks of Daytona, my friend, and that is always a fun show. Hopefully we have more than 4 cars finish on the racetrack when we head back to Daytona next week. Hopefully we have a more full field, but should be a very fun race regardless. Heading back to the high banks of Daytona, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, Colin. And to everyone watching, thank you for coming out for this week. We'll be back next week with some more. Yeah, have a great night, everybody.